What up, everybody? This is Kirk. Many of you may know me as MrLos. I'm rocking with Everyday People Network.
Hey, welcome to the network, sir.
Thank you for having me.
Man, it's a pleasure to have you. So there's a upcoming event,
Roc the Mic,
Roc the Mic.
Invasion of the Independent Artists.
Let's go. Okay, so for those who don't know, can we get a brief description?
It is a independent artist music artist showcase platform for independent artists who are looking to expand their brand, their talents, and their name in the music industry, and to get more fans.
Okay. Do you have a specific Do you have a specific demographic you're aiming for? For example.
So that is the number one question that everyone asks me: what demographic do I have? And honestly, I personally don't have a demographic, but as my brother can contest to, it's a range from 21 to 55. It just depends on what kind of event I'm doing. But it's middle-aged, young, kind of.
So if I'm a trumpet player and I want to participate, would I be welcome?
You'll be more than welcome. And you'd be greatly appreciated because I've never worked with a trumpeter.
Let's say some dancers, some 80s rock dancers.
Yes. And so I'm glad that you brought that up because many people ask what the Independent Artist Showcase is. It's not just rappers. It's just not singers. It's just not musicians. It's all musicians. But only people that come to me are people who are rappers and hip hop artists and stuff like that. But if anyone was to come to me that was play the trumpet, the saxophone, piano, dancer, anything like that, I do have an opportunity for you coming up in a few months. We'll stay tuned.
Okay, so how long have you been throwing shows? Excuse me. How long have you been putting together showcases?
15 years.
15 years. And in that time, how have you grown as a person in this industry?
More prepared, less stressed, more eager, more ready, and more just time to expand. Because when I first started, it was days that if something didn't work out, I would kind of be like, okay, I'm just going to give up. But then I always look at the outcome. Like, if I was to give up, then why did you even start this?
Right.
So that's something that I learned to never give up, no matter how hard it gets.
Okay, so I know you deal with a lot of different personalities, that range from very kind, meek people to, the exact opposite. Mm-hmm. How do you deal with so many personalities?
Oh, well, I am the oldest of 5 brothers. I have 2 sisters and 2 brothers, so I pretty much have always dealt with 4 different personalities growing up. So I just know that everyone has their own personality, their own wants and thoughts. I just look at what we're doing, and if you're dedicated, and if you communicate correctly. And honestly and truthfully, over the years, I've not really had any difficulties with artists or anyone in my productions per se. And if I had, we have quietly on the side, hey, I need to remove you from this, blah, blah, blah. And it's the way. But honestly, truthfully, and my brother can attest, there is not really any issues that I have. There have been some behind the scenes stories that I could tell, and people would be like, oh my God, and you still did the show? Yeah.
Okay. So, what are some of the negative things you deal with? Like maybe you have to deal with people that are never punctual, folks that don't listen, people that want to be put in this order instead of that one. What are some issues that you deal with?
Punctuality.
Okay.
So as I'm doing the show, I put all the artists, all the people in a group, and we constantly communicate, and I constantly tell them, hey, the show starts, be here at a certain time. I need you to be here because when we do artists, we need make sure you check in, sign in. And there's a lot of times they're like, oh, well, I'm running 30 minutes late, but we planned this for months. So why weren't you top priority? Mm-hmm. Me or the show top priority. So it bothers me, but it doesn't bother me because I understand, and it always works out.
Okay.
But that is a big stress and a big headache of punctuality.
I can only imagine. From my perspective.
And personality, I'm professional all the way around. So if I feel any way that your professionalism doesn't match mine, then you're automatically just a no response or a delete. There's no conversation. There's no argument. I'm too grown to be arguing with someone because you have an attitude or you want things to go your way when this is my production.
Okay. Now, I've lived in Indianapolis going on 8 years, and there's a lot of people in your field who throw events, showcases, and things of that nature. How do you stand out, and or how do you create your own lane?
It's funny that you asked me that. I was just thinking about this last night. What sets me apart? I don't, and no disrespect to anyone's club, lounge, venue, or anything, but what sets me apart is I actually book a venue where there is space, room, and opportunity. My guests have seats. My guests have room to walk around. My guests are serviced with professional people, professional staffs of the venue. The sound systems are wonderful, so the artists can hear really good, and there's not no echo throughout the building.
Okay.
What sets me apart is that I don't do this often. It's not something I do every single day, and I stick to what I know, and I don't try to compete with anyone because there's no competition.
Okay, but what drives you? What motivates you to do this? Because
every time I do a
lot
show,
of arrogant people, and
no, because honestly and truthfully, after I do a show, as no matter how difficult, stressful, hard, what makes me want to do it again is because at the end of the show, everyone comes to me and they thank me so much for this opportunity to do this and that, or they'll tell me they didn't know that this was even possible in Indianapolis, or they'll tell me how professional it is. And I even asked a designer at my last event, he's like, thank you for this opportunity. It was so professional. Everyone was nice. And I'm like, well, people tell me that all the time, but can you explain that to me more? And he said that a lot of times when you mix a lot of females together in a production, there's a lot of cattiness, there's a lot of bicker and bantering, and when we have our shows, there's none of that in the background because I let them be them. I give them a time frame, and in between that, they get to do whatever they want to do. Just make sure that you're there at your spot.
Okay. You ever dealt with an artist that you couldn't deal with after your first encounter?
Yeah, and I had my PR send him a release letter.
If you, without going into too many details, can you give us a story?
I don't know if you remember this, but the first fashion show I did, Roc the Mic fashion show, we did a rehearsal. And we did it at the actual Conrad Hotel. We did it in the venue. And this was like on a Thursday. And it was like over 100 people there. I didn't even know that this many people were going to be in the production. Mm-hmm. So we're doing practices. And this is when I first introduced fashion and music together. So I had models over here, designers over here, and artists over here. Well, at this time in my life, I was really just focusing on the modeling and the fashion shows because I felt like the artist, you're just there to perform. Well, one of the artists secretly recorded the rehearsral, and he's like, oh yeah, this is a bunch of SHIT, and I mean, they don't want us to cuss in our in our music, and I mean, he just bashing me, and he posted it on YouTube.
Wow. Slander.
Yep. He posted on YouTube. So I put and the crazy thing is, Darnell, this guy was, when I first did the fashion show, I didn't know anybody in the music industry, anything like that. I got a Facebook, started meeting everybody. He was the one that introduced me to like my designer, the graphic designer, my DJ, some other models, but he bashed me and posted on social media. So I had to have my PR send him a letter and say, due to your actions, we need you to, delete that, and you're no longer available for the show.
Was it deleted?
I don't know.
Okay.
I've never heard of it, and no one's probably ever heard of this story until today.
Okay. That's fair. So you're dealing with 3 different type of artists with models, musicians, and what was it? You said designers,
Yes,
right?
fashion designers.
Are they like? What are the differences between them when it comes to being on that side of the production, like of the show?
The designers are very professional. Keep in contact. Stay informed. The day of the show, they already know what the models that they're pick. I give them an opportunity once the models send in their submissions. The designers pick the models. We all get group chats together. We conversate back and forth, and it's always very good outcome. They're very patient with the models and vice versa. No problems.
No problems. Okay. What about the food vendors?
Good. Everyone's always like their food. I'm pretty sure they make pretty good money. I don't really ask, the ticket, but good vendors.
Okay, so for an artist that's a part of your showcase, what can they expect afterwards?
For one, their fan base to go up, more opportunities with CGK3 management, more shows, and I'm looking to take some of the artists on tour to other states.
Okay, what's the first state we talking about?
Atlanta,
Oh, GA.
yes. I used to
That's
work for an independent record label there, so I have a lot of connections down
It's
there.
a tough market.
Yeah.